Alright, let's get into it. So I figured out to start tracking my Dividen account. Over the last, I don't know, a couple years, I've traded on and off, and then slowly decided to change this over to a straight Dividen, covered call, naked put account. So this is really just to track what I do, so that I can come back and look at my trades, see if I can grow it. I do add to it here and there. For the most part, show you my positions. Not a fan of any crypto, but, and I know you crypto bros are going to be on my ass for that, but I bought this a long time ago, so this was back in 2023, so I'm just going to hold it forever. I have a few dividend paying ETFs, so these are kind of the staples, right? So about $1,000 in Schwab US dividend ETF. This is a pretty popular one. So have low volatility S&P, high dividend, low volatility ETF. And a few others, right? Scaling into Pfizer, Google, bought that a long time ago. Obviously wish I bought more, but isn't that the case for all of us? I have Volkswagen unsponsored ADR, has a high dividend on it. I'm down a little bit, but honestly, over the last couple of years, it's been pretty volatile, as you can see. But average price, $10.70, down 19 bucks. I believe this one pays a dividend once a year. We can take a look. Let's see. Right there, $7.81 was the last payout. So this June I'll probably have another payout, and since then I've added to that, so I'm okay with that. T-Mobile, started buying it this year, so average cost is $24.59, 16 shares. And at the moment I am just having the drip reinvest. So if it pays me a dividend, it's just buying right back into it. I don't need the money, so might as well just buy some more shares. And then yeah, I have about 1,500 buying power, which this amount actually used to be in, let me show you real quick. It used to be in SGov. So right here you can see SGov dividend payout $2.63, and I sold, let's see, where is it? Right there, 10 shares, so about 1,000 shares of SGov, and I completely got out of it. To be honest, I have a high dividends savings account with SoFi. So when I first got it, I think I was getting paid 4.6%. I think right now it's around like 3.4 or 3.3, something like that. So I figure there's really no point in me holding SGov at this moment, and I would rather just sell cash secured naked puts with this amount, just to generate some income, because ultimately my goal, right, is to just generate cash flow. So yeah, some of the things I'm looking at, let's see real quick. Here's my option list. HPQ, I decided just to scale into it. It's been getting murdered lately, so to be honest, I think I'm just gonna hold it. If you look, I mean, it's been doing horrible, but figured I'll just scale into this, get 100 shares, start selling covered calls against it. I'm not really too concerned right now of the average cost, as long as it kind of stabilizes around this $19 price. If it goes down a little bit more, I'll keep scaling. I'll harvest my losses if it goes, if it tanks, but I don't think that will happen. We got Ford, we got Snap. Snap, don't really care for the company, but their options, right? are not bad, right? You can sell a put. Let's see, on the $5 put, right? 19 cents. It's not bad for what, 2 weeks? Is that what we're talking about? Holding it for 2 weeks. So, to me, that's not a bad, right? It's not that much risk. If it gets assigned, say it goes down to 450 and you have to buy the shares, you could turn around and just sell a covered call. And as you can see, the covered call that's right above this one is 34 cents. So I think you could break even as long as there's no massive moves. Do I like Snap as a company? Absolutely, don't even care. Like, the price to earnings is horrible. I mean, yeah, but could you harvest a little bit of cash from it? I think you could. So yeah, let's actually make a trade. So I've been looking at Snap. Usually I trade using, of course, the basic fundamentals most people use, but I usually look at a weekly chart. So at the moment, if this breaks, then I think if it breaks through this support line right here, I think this would be a good option. What is that, the 21 day? So I have the 200, the 50, and the 21. So to me, not really. I'm probably not gonna sell a put against this, just because if you look down here, right, the low is 388. What is this, 350 maybe? There's absolutely nothing, right, to break the fall. So not really an option I'm interested in, but I still think it's a good trade if you have a risk appetite. I've been looking at SoFi. They have earnings coming up. So today's the 24th of April. So I think earnings is in a day or two. But as you can see, it's getting killed. Which, I mean, it is what it is. But when I go look at the chart, they are hovering over the 200. So I think if it were to come back and test this, I would sell a cash secured put against it. So at the moment, I mean, it's getting there. Setup's getting there. If I look at the daily, so you can see here, the daily actually has some support. So if you like to trade off of the daily, this might be a good one. I would probably sell, let's see here, 15. Probably the 16. You could probably sell the 16 or the 1550. Let's take a look to see what that. Go out 3 weeks. So 41, not bad. So your break even would be 1558. So that's not bad. And then 1550, $30. Not enough for me, right? Because if you look at the Snap one, you'd get, from what it looks like, a better return on your equity. So yeah, yeah, man. Well, still looking. It's Friday, so market's kind of slow. I might wait till next week to see if there's a position I can get into. But yeah, I'll check back in with you guys maybe next week or the week after. Cool.